What's good, Tech family? Urban Tech Reviews. And if you're like me and you felt just a little cringe spending $300+ on the Apple Magic Keyboard, then maybe I got the solution for you. Stay tuned. Now I got this on Amazon.com and the ticket on it was $150. Oh Lord! Alright, so this case is for the Apple iPad Pro 12.9 inch model, and it works for the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth generation of iPad Pro, Apple iPad Pro models. This has 7 backlit keyboard colors. It has the floating design similar to the Apple Folio case, the floating one that they have, and this is a slim case, so really easy to carry around, throw it in your bag and be on the go with this case. So I've been using this for probably about a month now, and I could say I rocks with this the long way, you dig? I really like it. Like I said, I could just throw it in my bag and go about my business. Really easy to work it. Buttons is like straightforward. My iPad never had no issues sitting in there, easy to put in there. Looks good. Like I said, it might be stained up a little bit. I've been using it for about a month now, but love the keyboard, man. Not clicky, not like super clicky to where it's annoying. I'm not a fan of clicky keyboards or anything like that. But it's just a good looking case, and you're gonna spend half the price that you would if you bought the Apple Folio. I think it's the Folio case. You're gonna spend half the price on this. So this right here is a I forget the percentage, but it is a almost full keyboard, I guess it would be. It doesn't have like the number lock and all that crap over here that you would have, but you do have all the irregular keys, tab, caps lock, shift. You got your FM button, control options, command. You can control music from this. You can control your iPad's brightness. You can copy and paste. You can delete. You can do almost everything, if not everything, that you can do with a regular keyboard. You got a fully functional trackpad, so this functions as a mouse, and I do very often use my Apple mouse, but being that I have this, I don't have to lug around my Apple mouse all the time. It does click, so I hear that, so it does have a click feature. Really easy to turn on and off button right here. Charging port there as well, which is micro USB Type C. Is it micro USB? USB Type C. That's what it is to charge it. I've charged this thing only a few times. It really holds a charge for a pretty decent time. So it's really easy to pair to. So I'm gonna show you how to pair it to your Apple iPad. So you get into your iPad, of course, go into your Bluetooth settings like you would anything else on your iPad. Let me find my settings. So you go into, you said I want you to get my email. Yeah. All right, so you go into your Bluetooth settings right here, and then you make sure the keyboard is on. So you want to hit the on button. You see when you turn it on, I don't know if y'all can see it because the lights I got, but it is backlit. I'll show y'all that in a minute. So this is real easy to pair. All you do is you want to turn your keyboard case on, and then when you turn it on, you want to long press the FM button on your keyboard, and there's a Bluetooth button, which is the B. You want to long press both of those for about 5 seconds, and when you long press them for about 5 seconds, then your keyboard will start flashing. There's a little Bluetooth indicator at the top up here. Y'all see that? There's a little Bluetooth indicator up there. Should be flashing. Is it still flashing? Yeah, it's flashing. So when that starts flashing, then that means that it's discoverable. And when it's discoverable, you'll find it in here. It says Chisona Folio keyboard. Well, I've named it myself, but it's the top one, Sona keyboard, and easy to pair. So no issues with that. If you want to connect it to your case, you just simply set it in there like that, and it magnetically will sit just like that. See that right there? I see that. So it's the floating design, so it can bend back about to that angle. I don't know the exact angle that is, but it can bend to that angle, or you can keep it at that flat angle like that, so it won't go all the way back, where the bottom will go all the way back, but your iPad will bend back at this little angle that it has right here, just like the Apple Folio joint that they have, right? So you do all your typing just like that. Tons of features, man, on here. Like I said, the you know, internet button on here, your volume button on here, copy and paste on here, the trackpad, all of that stuff comes in handy. So what I'm about to show you now is how to change your backlit keyboard colors and show you how it types in actual real time. So you see, type with it, everything works. I'm typing with one hand, so that's why I'm not actually trying to type anything. But everything works, all the buttons work, and you see, use a trackpad, you get the little floaty bubble thing, you get that all up there. So you get full, you know what I mean, accessibility with this trackpad. You can click it and drag, you can do all that stuff with this keyboard and this trackpad. Right click, left click, all of that is available. And you can you know how sometimes you type, when you type in, your wrist hits the trackpad and it takes you off the page or something. If you hit this FN button, you hold that in, and then you press this, the space bar, it turns the trackpad off. So now you see I'm on the trackpad, and you see nothing, the trackpad is disabled. So that's a really cool feature right there. And I think that's something that a lot of people use. I know myself, I turn it off because my wrists stay you know, rubbing over the trackpad and then taking off my page, or, you know, doing something crazy. So I actually like that feature a lot. All right, so if you hold in the FN button, which is right here, you hold that in and you press the shift key, it turns up and down the brightness. There's 3 levels of brightness. This is off. It's 1, 2, 3. That's the highest, and then you're back to off. So real easy to adjust your brightness. If you're in a room, you know, with your wife or your husband, and you want to keep it a little low, then you can do that. And if you're in a dark place and you need it a little brighter, you can do that. Now, if you want to change the brightness of your screen, there's a button up here that changes the brightness of your screen. So you see the brightness of my screen went down, and then type it again, and you see it goes across the top, and it shows you the brightness of your screen. Also, here's your back in the music. If you're listening to music, watching a video or something on YouTube, play, fast forward, you got a mute, you got an unmute button, you got a lock as well, delete, backspace, and all of that good stuff. Now, if you want to change the color of your keyboard, same thing. You hold in the FN button and you hit the enter button, and when you 7 different colors that you can go to. So purple, we'll say purple is 1, 2 is white, 3 is red, 4 is green, 5 is blue, 6 is yellow, and 7 is this like turquoise color right there. So nice different colors on here. I use a bunch of different ones depending on, you know, my mood. The red was probably my favorite because I think the red is just more vibrant. You're probably not getting the full feel of the color of the keyboard just because it's coming through a camera, but it's a really nice backlit keyboard, and it's probably one of the best features of this case to me. Another hot feature on this keyboard is the ability to take a screenshot using one button on the keyboard. So you press this button right here, which is right next to your brightness up. You press it and it takes a screenshot of your screen. Super dope right there. Love that feature. Another dope feature to go with this Chisona keyboard case. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Chisona magnetic floating keyboard case for the Apple iPad Pro is this gets an official salute. I really like this product. I think that it's handy. I think that it's a necessity if you got the iPad Pro. I use it in my daily use, so it's my daily driver. I take it to work with me. I throw it in my bag. I use it when I'm in my bedroom watching YouTube videos, when I'm in my bedroom just watching whatever, when I want to type something, when I'm doing these reviews or whatever. I use this case because it's the most practical. I love everything about it. It just gives you all in one. The viewing angles is probably probably something I'm about 85% all in on. That little 15%, not 100% loving the viewing angles, but you know, it's something that's not a deal breaker to me. Another thing that I feel like could have been included was a slot for the Apple pencil. I've already lost one of these, all right? Not with this case, but I've lost one of these. I don't know how. And I felt like they could have put a little spot up under the floating point where you got this little section right here. They could have put a little divot in there so you can slide your pencil in there and keep it secure. You can still use it on here like this, but once you fold it up, then your pencil is exposed and it can be knocked off or lost in transition or anything. So my feelings is that, you know, they could have put something in there for it, but again, not a deal breaker for me. I love this case. You know, I really was one of them people who really wanted the Folio keyboard case. I watched all Flossie videos, Flossie Carter, and I'm like, yo, I really want this case. You know, he reviewed every case or a whole bunch of cases for him. And I just couldn't bring myself to spend $300, $400 on a case. You know, that's like a quarter of the price of the iPad. I couldn't bring myself to spending that type of bread on it. So I'm happy Chisona came out with this. I think it's a necessity for anybody who maximizes or uses their Apple iPad Pro a lot. This would be a dope case to have. Christmas is coming up. You got anybody in your family who you think can use this, get them this case. You know, because they might feel like you spent like $300. They ain't gotta know how much you spent on it, but really you only spent $150 on it. You saving some money, you could buy them something else for Christmas. You know, you gotta save, you gotta get them deals. You gotta get them deals. But all in all though, I like this case. I'm rocking with it for real the long way. So if you want to grab one of these cases, I'll leave a link in the description. Make sure y'all check that out. But it's Urban Tech Reviews. If you enjoy this video or you just like my content in general, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that by clicking on my logo in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If you're not following me on all social media sites, all of that information is in the description. And until next time, Tech Fam, we out.